How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my next part for episode 2 of Arrow Season 8. I'm going to be doing the If I Was a Showrunner. So yeah, this is episode 2 entitled Red Arrow. I explained what I'm doing in this series. If you guys don't know what I'm doing, go and rewatch, go and watch if you haven't seen it, episode 1. And I just basically kind of write a rough script for what I would like to see in the episode, what I think could happen, what I'd like to see, stuff like that. It's really fun, so yeah. Without further ado, let's just get into this episode. It starts with Roy running in a new suit, similar to his comic book one, down the street chasing after a thief who just robbed the bank. Roy eventually catches up with the criminal and tackles him to the ground. Roy takes the money the thief stole and knocks him unconscious. This part of the episode takes place months after the Season 7 finale. Roy walks away from the thief while holding the bag of money. The intro sequence plays. We cut back to Team Arrow at the cabin. Felicity is singing Baby Mia a lullaby. Laurel is pacing back and forth furiously. Dinah and Diggle are sitting in complete silence. "We could have killed them all," Renee says suddenly. "We couldn't," Diggle says. "You were hurt. We were outmanned." "This needs to end," Renee replies. "Yeah, well, I think we can all agree on that, but first we need to get Oliver back," Dinah exclaims. It cuts to Felicity. She pauses from singing the lullaby. "It's over," she starts. "We can't get him back. I don't even know where he is." "So we'll look for him. We can't give up," Dinah tells her. "Just us three isn't going to cut it," Diggle says to Dinah. "No, I'll come," Raina tries to explain. "You're too damn hurt," Laurel says. Renee tries to get up, but fails. "Okay, maybe you're right," Renee says. It then cuts back to Roy in the future. He's returning home after bringing the stolen money back to the bank. He opens the door and is greeted by Thea. "Tough night?" Thea asks. "Thief," Roy explains. "You stop him?" "Yeah." Roy then kisses Thea. "I'm gonna head to bed," Roy says. "All right, I am too," says Thea. Roy begins to take his suit off, but sees someone outside peeking at him through the window. "What the?" Roy gets hit in the back of the head. He then wakes up in a dark box. He has a gag and his arms are tied together. Suddenly, the lid of the box opens and a giant hand picks him up. It's the Anti-Monitor. We are now caught up to where we left off at the end of the last episode. Oliver is still shocked Roy is in front of him. "Are you okay?" Oliver asks. "I'm fine." "Where the hell are we?" Roy asks timidly. "Lian Yu," Oliver tells him. "Who are all these things?" Roy questions. "I am the Anti-Monitor. I'm here to destroy the multiverse, plain and simple." Then what the hell do I have to do with this?" Roy shouts. "Your friend Oliver made a deal with my brother. Oliver is supposedly going to stop me in this crisis, but I figured out my brother's plans. He thinks he's smarter than me, but he isn't. I now have claimed Lian Yu as my base. I'll be using you all as my tools, my weapons. I command you to do whatever I want you to do. Understood, Red Arrow?" "Fine." Roy doesn't really agree, but he pretends he does. "Can we go, brother?" the Monitor asks. "Yes, leave me." The Monitor, Oliver, and Roy all walk back to their camp. Oliver and Roy are tied up to a tree. We cut to the Ninth Circle base. Beatrice is making plans on how to make her guard stronger in case Team Arrow tries to come after them again. Tensions are high in the Ninth Circle and no one can agree on defense mechanisms. We get back to the cabin with Team Arrow. Diggle is on the porch looking out at the forest. "Pretty, isn't it?" Dinah exclaims. "Yeah, never gets old," Diggle replies. "You worried?" Dinah asks. "More than that, to be honest. I'm scared. This threat, this crisis, it's bigger than any of us. I don't even know if Oliver realizes that. Wherever he is, I hope he knows." "I think he does," Dinah replies. We then come back to Roy and Oliver in the future. "How long have you been here?" Roy asks. "Few months," Oliver says. "Jesus. Have they been torturing you?" "The Anti-Monitor, he beats me sometimes, just to get his point across." "What the hell is his point?" "He told you. He's going to destroy the universe. He's using us as his slaves. When he's ready, he's going to take us up in his ship and start destroying the world by releasing his army to rain havoc. I just hope someone can stop him because Oliver pauses. Oliver breaks into tears. "I'm tired, Roy," Oliver says. "After all I've been through, I don't know what to do." hey, we'll get through this, just like we always have. Together, you and me. I wish I could believe you, Oliver says. The episode ends. So that was episode 2 of Arrow Season 8. I feel like that was a bit longer episode, or maybe I just added more dialogue. I try to bounce back from places to places. Again, this isn't like an entire script. There can be stuff added, but this is like a very rough idea of what the episode would be structured like. Certain lines of dialogue. I really do like the part with Roy and Oliver talking. I think that's a pretty deep and emotional moment. I just like the scenes with Roy and Oliver when they're by themselves, and I just think that their relationship's really strong, and I like to see that in the show. So this was definitely more of a Roy-focused episode, mainly because we're just trying to catch back up with these characters after the events of Season 7 and whatnot. So, I don't know, for me, it just kind of makes sense to do that. And yeah, there's some Ninth Circle stuff going on. Obviously, they're just trying to prepare for this war or the next battle from Team Arrow. But Team Arrow, they're at an all-time low, I feel, in this episode as well. So I guess let me hear your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. What do you guys think? I don't know what I was gonna say, actually. What do you guys think about this episode? So yeah, I'll probably do that. I keep saying I might do it, but at the end of the day, I probably will do all of the episodes for Season 10. Though it is going to be a bit, or not Season 10, there's 10 episodes, but for Season 8, it is going to get a bit tricky with Crisis on Infinite Earths, because one of the episodes is going to have to be one part of Crisis on Infinite Earths. So I'm not going to be writing an entire script for Infinite Earths, but, you know, I'm going to try and write one part at least, the Arrow crossover one, so we'll see how it works. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Spook.